Welcome back to Tea+Tarot Tuesday. Welcome. Cheers. Thank you for joining. I'm glad all that will be hopping on to this December all signs reading. It's going to be here with me tonight. Hopefully you get some good messages out, whether it's you're listening for your sun, moon, or rising. Let me fix my little halo dude. All right, there we go. All right, it's good until you move it, right? Anyway, for those who are new to my channel, I am Princess Leah, and I channel for the highest vibrational frequencies of conscious love so we can heal the heart of a woman and the soul of mankind. So during my Tea+Tarot Tuesdays, I pull up some of my tea brew from my FemRems apothecary, and then we get into the tarot of the collective. We get into the tea of the collective for the energies coming up for this week and what to expect, and also for this month for all signs. So this is going to be a long one. Our all signs readings always take a lot out of me. I had to take a nap beforehand just to like prepare my energy. So hopefully it won't go past, I try to keep all my readings at about an hour and a half. All signs usually runs about 2 hours. So I will timestamp the signs at the end. So make sure I take my notes so I can know whenever, so that you can go to whichever signs you would like. But if you tune in with me and you're rocking with me, then I appreciate it. So I always do appreciate that. I just remembered that speaking of tea, I forgot my tea formations. So let me grab them real fast. Hold on. Okay. So I'm being encouraged to actually start the tea formations at the beginning for the collective. Usually I do it at the end, but maybe because I forgot them and I'm remembering it now, we'll do a collective read of the tea affirmations is what they are. So since I love tea with my FemRems apothecary, I actually just kept all of those positive little tea messages, and make a little affirmation tea jar for it. So I love it, and I hope you do too. So these are we'll just have this as some collective messages. Go ahead and get your tea as well. So this here, we have the Enjoy the Journey, and I actually wanted to share this before we get into it, before I light some Palo Santo. The handle of this tea mug broke off the other day, and I actually still kept it because it kind of broke off perfectly. And I also saw it as a sign, as a little message here. I think everything is a message. It's always some sort of intuitive message from spirit. I also think when things break, like when glass breaks or something like that, it's not necessarily that you are cursed, is how some people will say it. I just saw 333 on the timestamp there. So what I'm seeing that is as opposed to you becoming cursed because you broke or because you broke, glass or something. I actually think of it as a curse is being broken. And so for the 333 confirmation, I definitely see that as that's your spirit guides being with you, helping you, breaking cycles, breaking curses of generational karmas, of soul karmas as well. So enjoy the journey, even when you feel like you are losing your grip or losing your handle on things in life. That's what I'm hearing this message for. So I feel like that had to be for someone. So take that as it resonates, okay? All right. So for anyone who's ever interested in some of my tea from my FemRems, the flavors that I make, I handcraft, are fruit-infused herbal teas. Mango ginger yerba mate is one of the favorites, and a berry mint chamomile is another great favorite. It's also kid friendly, great for sleep at night, and it's calming on your belly, soothing. All of my tea are incorporated with 2 key ingredients, which is turmeric and alfalfa, to help with inflammation, muscle relaxation, or muscle support, muscle health and support for muscle recovery. That's what I'm trying to say. And it also helps with just being able to attune to whatever your body is needing at that time. So that's pretty cool to know. I also make a limited seasonal chai, which is very delicious. And so yes, if that's something, whenever you book a one-on-one reading with me or a tea and tarot soul session, you do receive a 1 ounce loose leaf handcrafted tea. So if that's something that you're ever interested in, definitely take a look at my, you can email me at FemRems811@gmail.com. All of my information is in my description box below. So let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing if you haven't done so already. And thank you, Spirit, for giving us these messages. May we be able to have the bandwidth and capacity, to pull the energies, the best, highest frequencies for each sign today. May we be able to hear what it is that you want us to know, and that can help us in the month of December. So thank you so much. Namaste. Ashe. All right, so some collective. I have a couple of collective readings, cards that came from Spirit that I wanted to keep over. I didn't do my daily divine messages from Spirit this morning because I was called to a last minute commercial shoot. So I pulled a few cards afterwards, and these were some really beautiful cards from Spirit. So I'll go into that as well because I believe that that is a collective message. All right, so let's see what we have here for our T formations for the entire collective listening and tuning in. Thank you. All right, let's see. Okay, so number 1, we have relate to your greatness and not to your weaknesses. Beautiful. I love that. Relate to your greatness and not to your weaknesses. May this day lead us to peace, happiness, and joy. Aw. Thank you, Spirit. Your breath fills you with life energy. Anywhere, oh, it doesn't say life energy, so that's interesting. I said that word. Your breath fills you with energy anywhere and anytime you need it. But maybe it does fill you with life energy. Life force energy is what I'm hearing. The energy of divine. Your breath fills you. Our flowers are not flowers, the stars of the earth, says Clara Lucas Balfour. Beautiful. The creation of 1,000 forests is in 1 acorn, says Ralph Waldo Emerson. I always think it only takes a mustard seed of faith to move mountains, because something special is brewing. Yes. The difference between a flower and a weed is judgment. That's my mom's favorite quote. You know, a thorn could be considered as a weed, and a dandelion could be considered as a flower. Depends on your judgment on it. So it's funny that my throat started closing up as I was saying that. So maybe that's something of the throat chakra, that we have a hard time being able to speak up of what we think is a flower versus what other people think is a weed, or vice versa. So something to think about. The earth laughs in flowers. And the difference between a flower and a weed is judgment, right? That was another Ralph Waldo Emerson. Compassion is your strength. That's the final T formation for today. So that's beautiful. Usually on my normal Tea and Tarot Tuesday episode readings, I will pull for the entire collective of the feminine, divine feminine, masculine, collective, and message from Spirit, and I'll put those T formations on those representing the cards that it represents most, to add to that energy to confirm. But since we are doing it differently this time around with the all signs, then that's just for the overall collective. Another overall collective reading that or message that came from Spirit was the 6 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and the High Priestess. I mean, It is so beautiful, way too beautiful to not share with you. You know, I know that I was just pulling some energies for how I was feeling this afternoon, but whenever it's a beautiful message like this, I always feel like it's not just for me, even though these messages are also for me too. You know, I'm just the channel message, you know, pulling these messages through. So it's for me as well, but this is also for this divine collective for tonight. What I'm seeing with this, with the Six of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the High Priestess, is that there are some beautiful, beautiful spiritual awakenings that is bringing us into our High Priestess. This could be for a divine feminine collective, but you also don't have to be, you know, a woman or a female or a divine feminine in order to tap into your High Priestess, because that High Priestess energy is about connecting to your spiritual royalty, right? It's having that intimate connection with divine without having to feel the need to convince other people based on how often you go to church, or if you read, you know, have, you know, read your Bible and can whatever. And it's not necessarily about a practice religion either, is what I'm hearing. This is about your intimate relationship with spirit, with divine, with source, with God, however you want to call it. And that's overall with your highest self. And there's going to be some beautiful victory, and it's going to lead you to such a fulfilling and abundant life. I mean, this is literally Six of Wands of victory and success, the Ten of Cups of your happily ever after fulfillment, and the High Priestess of divine spiritual royalty. You are tapping into this collective, especially for this month of December, this final month of 2024. My goodness gracious. Can you believe it? Like, the fact that we are in this final month of 2024, I'm hearing that this month is the segue, it's leading us into 2025, and this is what 2025 has in store for us. I mean, come on now, hallelujah, Ashe. Like, this is so beautiful because, yes, look, it is just clear as day that Spirit is wanting us to know that this month is going to lead us into such radical abundance. This year has been the year of 8, right? 2 + 2 + 4. And that's the year of ending old cycles, beginning new cycles. And now we are moving into the year of 9, which is coming into that independent self-fulfillment, right? And so I love that so much, because it's leading us. It's going to be a year of victory, a year of abundance, a year of delicious, emotional, just yumminess, and all of your dreams. I'm hearing your happily ever after is coming into fruition for this next year. We're walking and stepping into that timeline, because this year we have been releasing. I saw 1313 on the clock, because we have been releasing all of this energy from past life traumas, past life generational cycles. We are healing those soul wounds this year, ending those cycles, and now we finally get to reap, right? What we sow. The what is this information? A creation of 1,000 forests is in one acorn. One acorn. It only takes a mustard seed of faith, one, to move mountains, right? So I really love that. Just keep believing that. Keep pulling into that energy and that vibe. Maybe I'll pull some more collective messages at the end, depending on the time, from our oracles of Beyond Lemuria and the Four Agreements for next steps. But I feel like this was some good collective reading for this time being. And now I'm going to move into Sagittarius, because it is Sagittarius season, so we get to start off with the Saggies going first. Let me get my timestamp going. Happy birthday, Sag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card from the feminine, masculine, collective, and spirit messages from the Modern Goddess deck. I never post the decks below, but for some reason, if you are wanting to know about them, we have the Modern Goddess deck, which is really beautiful for the feminine. We have the Rider Rights of the original traditional tarot, they call that one sometimes, for the masculine. And then I used just this tarot that was actually found at Five and Below. It was a Christmas gift from my sister-in-law, so pretty awesome. All of these were beautiful gifts. I always appreciate them. Thank you so much, friends and family. And then we have from Spirit the Star Child Tarot Akashic Starseed deck. That was also a birthday gift this year from my beautiful Cuzzo Al Angel. I love you so much. So let's go ahead. I feel like that was a false start for Sagittarius. So let me go ahead and get to Sagittarius 45. Divine Feminine. All right. If you are a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and you are tuning in as a Divine Feminine or for a Divine Feminine, let's see what messages. And then, of course, since we're all in a Sagittarius season right now, this is something that could be a message that all of us can take for what to expect this month. So let's get to it, Saggies. Ooh, that one didn't want to shuffle, so maybe having a hard time being able to kind of move and flow right now. We have the Moon card, so really beautiful at the bottom of the deck. So really tapping into your intuition right now. Maybe we did just have the new moon in Sagittarius in your sign on the 1st. And so maybe that new moon really helped tap you into, is helping you tap into your emperor, your divine, your sacred, I'm hearing your sacred masculine energy within yourself, which is that provider, that protector. Okay. But also maybe you have been feeling more intuitively connected with a divine masculine as well. And but you see, look at this. You have the High Priestess again and the Emperor. These are intense. These are all major arcanas that just came out for you, Sagittarius. So this is very prevalent energy. And look how beautiful this match is, because the High Priestess is the original Divine Feminine in the major arcana, and then the Emperor is kind of like the new, you know, usually it's the Hierophant that is the original divine masculine. So this Emperor card is kind of that new, I'm hearing the awakened divine masculine energy, whereas the High Priestess is that, you know, that OG, that original divine feminine, spiritually connected, attuned with source, creator, that energy of which we all carry, feminine and masculine energy, but that, you know, just that ancient spiritual wisdom of the essence of who you are, right? Feminine energy is the thought, is the sensuality, the senses, right? It's the idea that comes before that masculine energy, which is bringing into fruition that the masculine energy does. So what I'm also hearing for you, Sag feminines, is that you are tapping into, you are balancing the masculine and feminine energy within yourself, which is really beautiful, which is going to cause you to continue to come into balance with a divine counterpart, if you are, you know, calling that in. High Priestess is also about the yin yang. You see how it has the light and the dark pillar on each side. That is about balancing your light and your shadow by reflecting on all of your experiences and turning them into wisdom, you know. So I'm hearing for this December, you are, if you're not already, but you are going to be reflecting back on this whole year about what you have been learning about your relationships, about yourself, about your healing, and turning that into wisdom, turning it into radical acceptance, so that it can raise you, you know. I mean, we just saw that High Priestess from Spirit for Collective, so the fact that this came out in a whole nother deck is powerful, along with that Emperor card. And you see how the Emperor has this volcano going off in the background, and you're just looking straight ahead. So I'm hearing it doesn't matter what happened in the past. All that chaos is behind you. Maybe you have been going through some ish this year, maybe the last few years, or maybe just this year in particular of 2024. It has been so bizarre and insane and explosive. But you're still steady, looking forward, not afraid, not phased. You got the, I don't, sorry if it's blurry. There's like a school bus necklace on your chest here. I love it though. So I'm just hearing it's the same energy. I love how they're both just looking forward no matter what. You're just looking forward regardless of the abyss that's behind you, regardless of the chaos that's around you or that has happened in the past. Keep moving forward, Sagittarius feminine. Really beautiful. I hope that helps. It's really, really beautiful. I love that. So powerful. And you're definitely calling in a power couple is what I'm getting too. Like power couple energy if you are calling that in. Like, and I'm also hearing like your purpose partner, right? Your kingdom partner that is like going to be on this journey with you, creating, building, manifesting, healing together. I love that so much. Someone who's going to finally be on your level, an awakened divine masculine with that Emperor. So really beautiful, Sag. Okay, let's go into the masculine energy and see what masculine energy, if you are a masculine Sagittarius or if you're tuning in for masculine Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising, wherever Sag is in your chart. Look at this. I can't make this up, you guys. The moon card again on the bottom of the deck for the masculine. So there is some heavy mirroring. I've never seen this before. There's some heavy mirroring right now where the Sag, it's like almost like you are one. Like you are literally calling in like your counterpart. Like, what am I trying to say, Spirit? You're calling in the external partner that is your sacred internal counterpart. Does that make sense? Right? I don't know if this makes sense. I'm hearing that you're tapping into your intuition is just on point right now, Sagittarius. You're howling, you're talking to the moon. This new moon really activated the masculine as well as the feminine. But I'm hearing, let's say, for instance, if you consider yourself a divine C2233, the only reason why I shout these numbers out is if there's an angel number for you that might have a message. You can look those up, okay? But I'm hearing that if you are, let's say you identify as, divine feminine more so, that sacred internal divine masculine, you are calling in that masculine energy that is within you into the external from an external figure. This is really confusing and very like quantum vibration. So if this doesn't make sense to you, that's okay, but hopefully it does. Let's say if you are divine masculine, the feminine energy within you are calling that divine feminine on an external basis into your external physical existence. Okay, so I'm hearing your divine counterpart is the embodiment of your internal counterpart. Okay, really powerful. That's crazy. Really, really high vibe. So I just want one card, please. Thank you. So we have the Strength card, another major arcana. This is so powerful. Underneath that was the Three of Cups. So you are definitely finding the strength, masculine Sagittarius, to prepare for something that is going to be celebratory. You're preparing for celebration. Maybe again, it could be around the holiday season. Maybe you're manifesting your mate through during holiday season, holiday gatherings, family gatherings, friend gatherings. Maybe you'll go out to a ugly sweater party is what I'm hearing for some of you, Sag. So, I don't know, you might want to go to an ugly sweater party. And that you might be able to, you might find someone, or you might meet that counterpart, because again, this strength, this is a different kind of strength. This isn't strength like I am strong, rawr. This is like gentle strength, okay? You see how the feminine is actually, this is like the Empress, who is actually so gentle that she's able to cut, what's the word? I was gonna say cuddle and coddle the lion, to the point where the lion feels so safe that he just adores her, he loves her, he lets down his guards for her, you know, because he knows that she won't hurt him. So I'm hearing with the yellow solar plexus energy, you are really tapping into your solar plexus willpower, self willpower, and releasing all that shame that comes with the low densities of in the solar plexus, so that you can really come into have the strength, that infinite, there's that 8, infinite strength, infinite abundance, because you definitely are going to be celebrating something so beautiful, something so magical and powerful, very, very prominent energy. So this could be something that could be coming up soon, or just really, really activating that right now into those frequencies. Those light codes are being really activated, upgraded into your system right now. Really beautiful. I love that. Okay, so as a collective for Sagittarius, let's see here. We have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, I'm hearing, so you're really trying to be cautious about this manifestation coming into. You're also really understanding what it is that you value, and holding dear to what you value might also be just minimizing your like material stuff, because you're recognizing, like, I don't need all this. I just want, all I need is this, this, and that. Like, you know, some of it I just heard me, myself, and I. You know, you're releasing these 10 of Wands. You're releasing the burdens of this year, the burdens of what has happened, so that you can come into this beautiful, lifelong, past life. You know, maybe it's a childhood love. Maybe you have, that's why this ancient connection, this is definitely an ancient partnership, a divine partnership that you have spent lifetimes. I'm hearing you spend lifetimes searching for, and it's been a very burdensome journey because of all the karmas, all of the traumas that your soul has endured. But you are one soul frequency. You share one soul core frequency with your divine counterpart. If it's not a, you know, I'm picking up strong counterpart vibes, but if it's not, this is just you coming into who you are, and it's been a long journey. I was just tuning into the song with my cousin Al. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Right? Good old Sam Cooke. That's been coming through a lot. And I channel a lot of music because I am a musician, a singer, and an artist. And so if I'm not channeling through dance or through song, I'm channeling through tarot. And so a lot of times I'll channel messages through song. So look at this. The High Priestess wants to stay at the bottom of the deck from Spirit. So Spirit is saying, don't give up. You're tapping into the beautiful, amazing being that you have always been intended to be. You are really coming into your highest timeline, your highest self, which is so beautiful. I love that. Okay, the Knight of Crystals, the Knight of Pentacles. So there is some sort of offering, some sort of proposal that Spirit wants to bring to you that has, again, been a long time coming, right? The slowest knight in the deck, the Knight of Crystals, but it is the most stable, the most loyal. Once it finally decides, once it finally decides it's time to go, you cannot stop it. It will be there for forever. Okay? The Chariot, you are a unicorn, Sagittarius. This is so beautiful for you. I love this. I hope this helped. I'm going to go ahead and move on, since we are, you know, I want to be here. Don't want to be here all night, but I want to be here for you guys. So what's next, Capricorn? Really beautiful, Sag. Oh my God. That was really, really powerful. So let's go ahead and move to Capricorn. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries. Where are we at? Let's just go ahead and say 30. All right, we're going to say 30. Let's see, Capricorn, feminine energy, sun, moon, rising. Wherever Capricorn is also in your chart, if you know which house it falls in. This also could be a message for that house. All right. Capricorn, Sagittarius. Capricorn, Sagittarius. Maybe you're Cap Sag cusp. Capricorn, feminines. Okay, so bottom of the deck we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups here, that is indicating some grief. So you might be going through some grief right now, going through those 5 stages, right? And that's okay. Maybe there is a loss. Maybe you're even grieving this year. You know, maybe you're grieving some of the losses that happened this year. Maybe you lost some loved ones this year. Or maybe we had too many that flipped over, but the Emperor wanted to be the first one that I see. So yeah, maybe you're grieving an Emperor, divine masculine. Maybe you know, you're in a state of separation, because there's also the 8 of Swords, which is really being stuck in your head. I just saw 3113, so that mirroring back and forth. That number might also be significant for you. But yeah, think maybe you're feeling a bit in your head right now. Feeling stuck, kind of mentally stuck, unsure of what to do next, unsure of how to move, or if you can move towards your masculine. Maybe you were blocked, Caps, I'm hearing. Maybe you're blocking your masculine energy to come through into yourself, is what I'm also hearing, because of how crazy because of how insane this crazy this past has been. You know, maybe it's just been an explosive relationship, is what I'm hearing. Or maybe you just went through some really, really intense explosions this year. I mean, Capricorn, you have to remember too, Pluto has been in Capricorn since like 2008 and has finally moved into Aquarius for the next 20 years. Pluto is the planet of death and transformation by facing your fears. So, you know, you've been going through it, and this year it kind of kept toddling back and forth, because Pluto went into retrograde, and went into Aquarius again this year. So just a couple weeks ago in November, it finally left and transitioned out, which, you know, that can be big, especially because Capricorn is the sign of tradition, is the sign of like a very, very earth. I'm very surprised that Capricorn is not the fixed sign of the bunch. That's Taurus. But Capricorn is that fatherly, ruled by Saturn, you know, like super, super protective, but also very stoic. So it could be super stern, and very, very traditional, around, you know, what they believe to be the right way, right? Like, be responsible, you know, eat your broccoli, do your homework before you can play. Like, you can sleep when you're dead, right? Like, that can be very, like, that can be a strong, it depends on the aspect, if you're coming from that aspect, from a lighter shadow aspect. But sometimes the shadow aspect of a Capricorn can show up as very, very mean, you know, stoic, non-emotional, and just like there's no like, you don't mess with it. You don't want to mess with an angry dad. You don't want to piss dad off kind of energy, right? So that when you have Pluto of death and transformation saying you're going to have to shake all this up, whatever you thought was the traditional systematic way is no longer, like, no mas. Like, this Pluto transformation you probably went through a lot of ego deaths. And I'm sorry, I'm like channeling a lot of having some like prophetic downloads. I can't even make this up, because yeah, this High Priestess is the 3rd time that the High Priestess energy has come out already, and we're only on the 2nd sign. So for the Cap, and this is a whole different deck, 3 different decks. This High Priestess for the Capricorn masculine, you have been transforming and being called to get out of that earth material, physical, 3D, see it, taste it, touch it, smell it, you know. I'm hearing density or frequency, so that you can awaken and enlighten, awaken and align and balance your light and shadows, to get into your spiritual vibrations. Okay, so maybe that makes sense. It's too much, but I just saw the Ten of Cups trying to come through with the Queen of Cups here at the bottom, that flipped over first, and then we have the Sun card at the bottom. So yeah, masculine Capricorns, you definitely want to give yourself some grace and compassion right now, is what I'm hearing for this month. Maybe you are going through like all the lists on your like year of like, I didn't check that off, I didn't check that off, oh, why didn't I do that? And like you're feeling like really like in your head and stuck about it. But the truth is, give yourself grace and compassion, because you're still on your way, moving into your bliss, your joy. And when you give yourself grace and compassion, then you can really tap into that sun, the sunshine that's always there. There's always a silver lining. There's always this, no matter how dark the night is, the sun is shining somewhere, right? No matter how cloudy the day is, the sun is still shining. But you have to allow yourself to give yourself grace. But you could also be, you know, tapping into a compassionate feminine energy as well. Maybe it's a mother figure or an aunt or a grandma or a divine feminine you know, friend, or maybe a woman. And I shouldn't say woman, because feminine energy, masculine energy is non-gender, so I'm just using he and she for grace of ease, for the sake of ease. So I hope that's okay, but take that as it resonates. So maybe, you know, feminine energy could be in anyone, but someone who holds a strong kind of soft, nurturing, compassionate. I'm hearing Cancer energy, so maybe someone in your field that has like that maternal Cancer energy is you know, just kind of helping you have, showing you grace. I'm hearing helping you have grace for yourself and for your past and for where you are and for what has happened. So yeah, that's beautiful. Keep remembering, yeah, helping you find joy. Okay, really beautiful, really beautiful. Tap into that innocence is what I'm hearing. Go back to the innocence of enjoying life is what I'm hearing, Capricorn. I know, so serious, Capricorns. It can be so serious, Father. But Spirit is saying, look, you got this Ten of Cups for the collective that wanted to just fall out. So the collective Capricorn vibe is really, you know, you're gonna be okay, is what I'm hearing. Everything is gonna be all right, okay? Two of Cups. Interesting that a part of this just accidentally flipped over. But that's where the Two of Cups. So you might be coming into a really beautiful soul union, partnership. It could be with a business. It could be romantic. But something that has been kind of like contracted on your soul. And that's going to bring balance to your life is what I'm hearing. The Six of Pentacles here. And that Ten of Cups. It's going to bring balance and fulfillment emotionally for you. Abundance. Really, really beautiful. Yeah. Really, really beautiful, Capricorn collective. So Spirit wants you to know everything's going to be all right. Irie is a Jamaican saying that says everything is going to be all right. Irie and be in faith. Irie and be in faith. Look at that. 10 of Crystals, Spirit says. 10 of Cups, 10 of Crystals. Capricorn, you're going to be all right. You are coming into abundance. You're coming into generational wealth. You are coming into a beautiful new beginning and a beautiful cycle of just love. And yeah, y'all, I'm over it. Look, I can't make this up. 10 of Cups and 10 of Crystals. Spirit wants you to know you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You are coming into abundance. You are coming into fulfillment. You are coming into your wish, your dreams, your happily ever after. It is possible for you, but you have to trust and believe it and nurture that hope, is what I'm hearing. You have to give yourself grace and compassion and hope. Let me say this again, and hope, okay? You have to tap into that innocence where that when you were a child and you were like, everything is so fun, I don't even understand, I'm just gonna walk down the street and find so many beautiful things about the sidewalk and the trees and all the squirrels. Like, go back into that childhood, like, love and deliciousness. Get out of your head and trust that thy rod and thy staff are with you. You are able, you are going to get out of this chaos. You are going to be able to surpass this volcano. Remember, the volcano is behind you now. So I'm hearing, let the past stay in the past. I'm hearing stop bringing up past relationships that went wrong. Stop bringing up all the like inner child like wounds and trauma unless you are intentionally healing all of that for it to come up. Only let it come up if you are intentionally healing it. Not to vent, not to bring rise to the ego and the pain bodies to remind you of how wronged you've been. I'm hearing, let the past be in the past, no matter how much it really like messed you up. Sorry, I was about to say the F-bomb right up here. And no matter how much maybe those are the words that you have said in yourself, to yourself, Capricorn. So this is really beautiful, but remember, past relationships are in the past. Past chaos is in the past, because now you're moving into these beautiful 10 of crystals, 10 of cups, deliciousness. So get out of your head and trust that you can move forward, Cappies, okay? Thank you. All right, let's move into Aquarius. 41, 44. Love that. Okay. So Aquarius, beautiful Aquarius tribe. Pluto is now in your sign for the next 20 years. So buckle up, Buttercup. You in for a wild ride. Okay, no, you're gonna be okay. I hear that really all of those traditions and systems that have been built, that Pluto has been kind of deteriorating in the sign of Capricorn, is really gonna come into more of revolutionary innovations in Aquarius, this age of Aquarius time. So I think that that's gonna be really beautiful for us. It's gonna take some time to shift. That's why we have 20 years for it. But I'm hearing school systems, how we raise our children, how we like take them to school. I'm hearing how people are, just living their life, their jobs, their careers. That's already been a big thing, obviously, with like technology evolving, and then with when COVID hit, like that was a big thing of making us. We had to pivot, we had to learn to shift, we had to learn to work from home and teach from home, and things like even grocery shop from home. So I'm hearing that that's going to be something that Aquarius is going to help continue us in. So divine feminine Aquarius, we have the Ace of Pentacles. It did come up a little bit in reverse. So maybe you're feeling like there is an opportunity that perhaps you missed, is what I'm feeling. Maybe this month you might be reminiscing on that. We are also in Mercury retrograde. We also are about to have Mars going retrograde. Mars about to go retrograde on December 5th. We have a lot of planets that are still in retrograde. Chiron, the wounded healer, which is this wounded warrior, 9 of Wands right now. So you're just really reflecting on so much right now. Maybe you're reflecting on those missed opportunities. Maybe you're reflecting on the areas where you could have maybe invested in and done more, trusted spirit in, and that's okay. You have been going through a lot, Aquarius feminines. Whether you're sun, moon, rising, listening as an Aquarius feminine, or listening for an Aquarius feminine, or the feminine energy within yourself, you've gone through a lot these last 9 months, 9 years. I'm hearing even, it's probably been a really, really long and strenuous battle and journey. And so if you feel like you missed out, I'm hearing that like fear of missing out, that FOMO, right? Like fear of missing out. Maybe you fear that you missed out on a once in a lifetime divine opportunity. And Spirit, you know, wants you to know that you cannot miss what is destined for you. Okay? You cannot miss what is destined for you. You'll never get it right because you'll never get it done, says Abraham Hicks. You cannot lose what you are. Okay? So look, bottom of the deck, the death card. You're going through an ego death of the masculine Aquarius, okay? You have gone through some dark night of the soul. Thank you. This one dropped out. The 6 of Swords in reverse. So you have been going through, wow, yeah. Okay, Aquarius. The last like few readings you've been getting the High Priestess, and like it's been really like like not positive, but it's been really just on this like really, really like delicious positive scale. You're going through it right now. This month, you are going to be like the last month of the year, you are going to be cleaning house, okay? Getting all the skeletons out of the closet with this Ten of Swords that wants to show up at the bottom of the deck. But this is so good. It's actually good because that means you're clearing out all the clutter, the dust bunnies, all of the, you know, just the things that no longer serve you, all of the toxicity, toxic people, toxic habits, toxic addictions, you know, all of the old conditions and cycles and generational karmas and curses. You are ending that. Tens are of endings when it comes to, and that's where that 9 of Wands for the feminine Aquarius came through, because you all have been going on this journey for so long. Now it's time to end. Masculine Aquarius, you are ending this journey of all these, like maybe you are trying to you're trying to I'm hearing heal from addictions. It could be codependency, it could be, you know, alcoholism, drug addiction, sex addiction. It could be whatever that, you know, you have been trying to fight, or even generational depression is what I'm hearing for some. I don't know. But if that is something, poverty, I'm hearing poverty mentality, those are all belief systems, all curses and karmas that you are ending this month. And that is gonna feel like an ego death because you are going through this dark night of the soul. And it's not fun when the phoenix has to burn up, right? But then it rises back to this beautiful beginning, right? Tens are also beginnings, right? So just remember, you have the 6 of Wands or 6 of Swords in reverse, you know, trying to get out of dodge, right? The 6 of Swords comes after the 5 of Swords, which is that battle. So you are trying to let the dust settle, get out of dodge, get to a calmer space, calmer waters, because you might be feeling like you're at the end, you're at your wit's end is what I heard for some. You're at the edge, right? Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. Right? I'm trying not to lose my head. All right, so that might be what you're feeling right now. So I'm hearing go within, right? Because you need this space while you're in this void, between the ending and the beginning, so that you can have that clarity, so that you can have that conversation. Maybe some of you are trying to like protect over a family or protect over a loved one. You know, maybe you are wanting to have a really important conversation with someone, but things have just been, maybe again, there has been, I'm hearing even generational like racism and prejudice that has not allowed you to be able to have the conversations that you want to have with the people. And that's why you feel like you kind of have to like completely just like remove yourself and go to a completely, I'm hearing move, like maybe you feel like you have to move. Some of you might be moving out of the state, moving out of the country, moving out of your house, just so that you can have, and I'm hearing think for yourself, so you can have the space for you to really metamorphosize as you're shifting timelines from these old, outdated, obsolete, distorted masculine timelines I'm hearing for you, masculine Aquarius, and move into this the beautiful timelines, you know, of your highest, fullest self. Really beautiful. Really beautiful. We have the Nine of Wands again here. Trying to come up in reverse. These all have been trying to come up in reverse. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. Ten of Swords, y'all. Okay, I'm not going to take it but I'm going to put that at the bottom. But the fact that we had the Nine of Wands, Ten of Swords twice for the collective, Aquarius, this is just confirmation that you have been healing through some major, let me say it again, transformations and healings. I mean, you have to remember the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. You battered, broken, and bruised, but you are still standing. You are still on the steps. You are still you're so close to the top, but you're just taking a little break right now because you're tired, right? Let yourself rest. Let yourself rest right now, because I'm hearing, think about, I heard the analogy just like I think earlier today of, it was one of my friends on her Instagram page. She was talking about how like working out, you have to tear your muscles in order for it to grow stronger, right? But in order for it to actually grow, what do you have to do in between? You have to rest, right? Otherwise, you're just tearing and straining, and then that can cause really bad health. So right now, with the Nine of Wands, Ten of Swords, and my left ear is ringing right now. So this is a message from our spirit, from your spirit guides and ancestors. You are rising to a whole new frequency, is what I'm hearing. You're rising to a whole new frequency, Aquarius. And in order to clear out all the gunk and the debris from these old, past, painful timelines, you got to let yourself rest. Yeah, Four of Swords, you got to let yourself rest. This is the rest and recovery, preparation for battle, preparation for movement card. And that's this Mercury energy. This is retrograde. I literally can't make this up. The Nine of Wands once again. So this is the Mercury energy. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. The retrograde energy. The Mars retrograde, the Mercury retrograde, the Chiron retrograde. Those three I'm hearing specifically are going to be very intense for you. But also you have to remember Pluto in Aquarius right now is for real. And it's going to be destroying and destructing everything that you knew, again, from that Capricorn traditions of systems that you have known. You're also a fixed sign, so you probably have been really resisting trying to change for a while now. And now Pluto is like, nope, gotta go. The Seven of Swords. And I saw Serenity right underneath that I wanted to be. Okay, so really, I'm hearing, just ask yourself that serenity. Maybe you need to really hold on to the serenity prayer right now. Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, and the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Okay? Yeah. Really beautiful, really powerful, really intense. I'm like sweating right now. So Aquarius, I really send you so much love. You might be seeing 999 since you have the Nine of Wands 3 times. You might be seeing 1010 because you are going through that completion, finalizing and clearing. So just stay strong, okay? Hang in there. I'm sending you so much love and light and strength and blessings for your journey and your healing. You are coming into, remember that butterfly, right? The transformation of a caterpillar to a butterfly, there's that stage in between, the cocoon stage, where the caterpillar has to eat itself in order for it to turn into nothing but mush, and then it crystallizes, and then it turns into this amazing, beautiful butterfly. Right now, Aquarius, you're in that cocoon, eating yourself, crystallizing space. And I send you so much love and light and serenity and peace and healing and strength for your journey, okay? Mwah. Let's move on to Pisces, because we're already almost at an hour and we got a lot to go to cover. 55 here for Pisces. I hope that was helpful. I hate to have to like take out one of the decks since we already had the first 3, but this is really long. Maybe we needed it though. It's the last one of the year. I've been been hearing Spirit tell me to do some individual like readings for each sign. So I might, I'm going to look into that, having actual individual readings. I haven't done an all signs series on my daily divine messages since this summer. So maybe we'll do that again for the end of the year. We actually I'm planning on starting our 21-day soul cleansing journey, starting on 12/12, which is going to be a beautiful journey. Not during the daily divine messages this time around, but this is going to be the more an intimate setting where you enroll, we chat, we are able, you get more specific messages because it'll be a smaller group for those who are enrolled in it. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely email me. It'll start on 12/12. You'll get daily divine messages for your journey of your spiritual detox, your soul reset. And this is going to be, each week is going to be around tapping into, releasing. First, you have to detox, clear. Aquarius, maybe you might be interested in this. If that's something that you are, it might be something that could be really helpful for you right now. That's why it's being brought up. But we're starting with the first week of releasing those disempowering thoughts to clear out that space so that we can, in the second week, understand, find flow in our bliss, right? And then the third week of taking transformative action. And so every day there's going to be a topic, a journal prompt, a meditation, a conversation that you can have, and little daily messages from tarot and oracles from spirit to help guide you through those. And each week we'll have a more extensive reading for that beginning of that week for you. Okay, so hope that's something that you're interested in. Definitely message me. You can also find me on my social media, Princess Leah 888, if you want to message me there too. Okay. All right, Pisces. That was a little excerpt, false alarm for Pisces again. That was a little, I would say, shameless plug of a little advertising there, but perhaps that was something that you guys needed to hear. All right, Pisces. So you have this Crone of Cups energy right now. Crone of Cups, Pisces, feminine. All right, sun, moon, or rising. Crone of Cups. So you are definitely maturing in an emotional state right now. We also have the Queen of Pentacles that flipped over with the Crone of Wands. So really in this high frequency, you're kind of tapping into a more mature and elevated energy right now. Really wise, looking and reflecting back on your life journey with the Crone of Wands, taking lead, leading by example is what I'm hearing. Maybe you're tapping into your leadership roles, Pisces feminine. Maybe you are taking leadership of your life, of your stability, getting all of your, pentacles, all of your materials that you need to sustain for yourself, for your loved ones. And this month, maybe again, you're reflecting back on how far you have come this year, Pisces. You have really brought yourself into a state of more stability, a state of more leadership. that's really going to take off in 2025 is what I'm hearing, Pisces feminine. So really beautiful, and congratulations for how far you have come. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. Maybe because we need to remember to always enjoy the journey. All right. Just give myself a little throat break. Maybe you feel like, Pisces, you have been speaking a lot, sharing a lot, and you just kind of want to just kind of relax, okay? Pisces masculine, sun, moon, or rising. We all have a 12th house, so wherever that falls in your chart. Aries energy, so maybe you're a Pisces Aries cusp, or maybe you have some Aries somewhere in your chart as well, but you're definitely in the space, Pisces masculine, of wanting to take a leap of faith. What are you trying to take a leap of faith in? Your bliss work, your work, something that you are passionate and have been passionate about since you were a wee lad. You've been working on this for quite some time. You've been really trying to build your passion. Maybe you're working on a business. Maybe you're working on, your health and well-being, whatever your passion projects are, is what I'm hearing. So you can, take it as it resonates, but you definitely have been doing some inner work as well as your material physical work too. So really good, really good. Stick with it, Pisces. I don't mean to give shorter messages for Pisces after we have some really long ones for some of them, but sometimes Spirit wants to speak a little bit more on some of the signs if they're needing a little bit more TLC. So Pisces collective, the Eight of Pentacles wants to come through. It keeps wanting to come through in reverse. So the Eight of Pentacles to mirror the masculine Pisces of the Eight of Pentacles. So yes, you're definitely working on something really, really diligently, and keep working on it. Eights, you might be seeing 8-8. Again, for ending old cycles, beginning new cycles, clearing, moving. Yeah, moving into your divine masculine energy, that sacred masculine energy. This could be you're working on a relationship with a masculine for the collective, or you're working on building, your masculine energy to be stronger. So that you can really balance and harmonize your life. I'm also hearing your masculine and feminine energy as well. Maybe there's a conversation you want to have that you want to bring into this existence, into this physical plane with a divine masculine. So definitely keep working with whatever you're doing. It's working is what I'm hearing Spirit say. So keep working, keep building, keep working on yourself. Keep getting those, pentacles. Keep working on your finances, working on your passions, trusting, following. You are protected, there could be a masculine energy in your field, or maybe an earth angel, like a father figure, or someone who was a masculine, who was like a protector, provider for you. Could be, it doesn't have to be a male. It could be a mother who was like a single mother who was also like the provider, for you. That is just in your field, help supporting and guiding you. Maybe they're helping support, since there are a lot of pentacles here and wands, supporting your passion projects is what I'm hearing, Pisces. So that's really beautiful. And if you have, parents or grandparents or kind of that protector, provider figure that has passed on, you are still being protected. And while they're in the spiritual realm, your spirit guides are protecting you, which is really important to know as well. The Six of Swords, Spirit wants you to know, Pisces, is that you are moving through kind of an abyss right now. You're waiting for this kind of some of this fog to clear so that you can really, really get to calmer waters. Maybe you're in a transition period right now, Pisces, where you're seeking truth, you're seeking your bliss, you're in a transition period where you're, again, working. I always think of the Eight of the Eight of Pentacles as bliss, your bliss work. And so, and the Sun card, I also always see as your bliss, your joy, your light, the light within you that can never be dimmed. So you are definitely working on that bliss work, which again is really beautiful. So maybe that's why I was bringing up that 21-day soul cleansing journey that I do every year, and we'll be doing on 12/12 this month, because maybe you are ready to fully tap into and live fully, freely, and deeply in your bliss work, in your authentic, true, highest timeline. You are being protected by the goddess Isis, so maybe you have some Egyptian connections, ties, but you're definitely being guided, and you have your guides have your guides protecting you. You're in this battle, I'm hearing. Maybe you're going through some spiritual battles right now, Pisces, as you are really working on your passions, your bliss, your creative endeavors, something that, you know, you're really trying to solidify into this earth realm. But you're being protected if you are feeling like you're going through these spiritual battles. So just don't give up, okay? Really beautiful. Let's go into Aries. Aries, feminine Aries, sun, moon, rising, or wherever your first house is. Aries, wherever your first house is. Everyone's got a first house, so whatever that lies in, or whatever Aries lies in your house. Anyway, maybe that's something, Aries, you're wanting to study about yourself so you can tune in to more of your natal, I'm hearing uniqueness, just like how we all have our own unique fingerprints. We all have our own unique DNA. We also have our own unique natal chart that can really help shine light on who you are, on your story is what I'm hearing, to give you a little bit more confidence in who you are. So the Queen of Wands here, you are writing a story, Aries. The Queen of Wands is kind of Aries energy, that fire, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, yeah, wants to stay out. So maybe you are a writer, a poet, you're writing a book. Maybe you are just, you know, really reflecting on your life this month. Maybe you're journaling this year. Maybe you have a cat, but you're definitely moving into some confidence this year and this month. I'm hearing, as you're reflecting on how strong you have become this year, maybe you've been working on yourself. Maybe you've been working on your body, your physical health, your maybe your physical aesthetics that has been helping you feel more confident. And maybe you also have been focusing on what brings you, what you value more, what you value, and holding on to that more so, as opposed to all these external excess. So you're just seeing, I don't need, I don't need a lot. I'm seeing, or all I need is, if you are traveling, I only need this, that, and the other. I don't need a lot. I'm holding close to what I value this year. Maybe that's what you've been journaling and reflecting on, and will be this month. Maybe you are traveling. Maybe you're an Aries, April born or Aries, okay? Shout out to all my April babies, for me and my cousin. Definitely. Maybe I'll be traveling. I know we're talking about traveling to visit again for our birthdays, which we did this year, so that was a lot of fun. But whatever the case is, maybe that is something you're trying to build the confidence in. And maybe you're journaling your budget, journaling your intentions, journaling your visions, your goals is what I'm hearing as well. Really beautiful. So masculine Aries, sun, moon, or rising, you have justice at the bottom of the deck. So you're definitely coming into a balance, some sort of divine balance of whatever scales that are really coming through, whatever you've been working on, working towards. Again, there's that bliss work energy that Pisces just had. So once again, you might be a Pisces, Aries cusp. Some cards want to come through: the High Priestess, the Fool, the Seven of Swords, and then the Eight of Cups here. So you are walking away from something to tap into your highest self, to tap into and connect with your spiritual abundance, to connect with your spiritual relationship with divine, with the Most High. And that might make it seem like you are being deceitful to others. Other people might perceive you as being sneaky or deceitful, because you are kind of, again, taking what's mine, leaving the rest behind, trying to escape from the chaos of the circus, is what I'm hearing, right? And it's not necessarily intentional to be deceitful, but with that High Priestess card, the High Priestess is also kind of that secretive, more going within, because the High Priestess doesn't need external validation. The High Priestess doesn't need to prove anything to anyone as they're going on their spiritual journey, as they're learning from their past, their mistakes. They're kind of, again, I'm hearing sneaking out of the matrix is what I'm hearing. Divine masculine Aries. So whether you are a masculine Aries or you're tuning in for a masculine energy, maybe you are a listening, are an Aries listening for masculine energy, or maybe you're masculine Aries tuning in. So whatever the case might be, if this resonates, definitely take it. And if it doesn't, that's all right. But the Nine of Wands is coming through for the collective Aries. So you might be feeling like this has been kind of really burdensome. 111 is on the clock, 07. So maybe you have been feeling like, when is my path going to be opened for me? As you've been working so hard, diligently, trying to take the steps. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, 7 and 8, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles again. So 7 and 8 of Pentacles, you've been trying to take these steps, trust in the process, trust in divine timing. Seven of Pentacles is about trusting in divine timing. Like, you cannot force a plant to grow any faster than it's going to grow. The best that you can do is keep watering it and feeding it with energy, with sunlight, with water, and just trusting that it's going to continue to grow, right? What does that say? The creation of 1,000 forests is in one acorn, right? Ralph Emerson said in our collective Tea formation. So even though this has been a long journey, even though you feel like you have been such this wounded warrior, battered, broken, and bruised, you are still standing. Even though people might be saying you're being deceptive, maybe you feel like you've had to deceive some people because you had to kind of sneak away and I'm hearing just go MIA on people, and people are like, why are you like, they don't get it. They don't understand that you're working on something that is so much bigger than them, so much bigger than yourself is what I'm hearing even. And you're just trusting in this divine timing. You're trusting that what you are building and planting and growing is coming through into fruition. And I keep hearing the Seven of Pentacles also makes me hear, while you are waiting, God is working. Okay, and I've been hearing that a lot lately. So definitely trust, right? Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished, which obviously Aries, no Aries wants to hear that, right? Like, you want Rome to have been built yesterday, right? But this is the practice that Spirit really wants us to like endure this month, is trusting. Yes, this year has been a long journey of self-reflection, of healing old cycles, of starting new cycles, but you're doing it. You're taking the right steps. You are manifesting and writing your story, and you are calling in, a very, very emotionally supportive, an emotionally supportive counterpart, maybe a divine masculine King of Cups, but you're definitely maturing. This journey, this year, has been helping you mature. Okay, Spirit has been helping you mature. This King of Cups wants to stay out. So maybe you are calling in a masculine energy that is helping you balance and mature your energy. Or maybe because you have been maturing your energy, you are now balancing that frequency. yeah, because, you know, to call in this divine counterpart, because this Nine of Pentacles, you're coming into an independence. Nine of Pentacles can also signify being single. So maybe you Aries are single right now. You've been single this year. Maybe you're trying to call in this divine masculine counterpart. You've been working on yourself. You've been releasing, walking away, you know, even just trying to like sneak away from things that are no longer serving you. You've been going through the ringer. You've been manifesting. You've been understanding your own self-value. And that's moving you into this beautiful independent state so that you can call in the right masculine frequency that is going to be nurturing and emotionally connected to your emotions as well, and be able to handle your emotions is what I'm hearing for these fiery Aries. Okay, so I hope that helps. It's really beautiful. I'm going to move on to Taurus. All right, 115 Taurus. Okay, 115, 22. So, Taurus, feminine energy. Spirit saying take some breaks to calm your throat. Maybe stay hydrated. Maybe Taurus, you might need to be drinking some more water. Okay, you are an earth sign. So in order to nurture the earth, you still need water as well to grow these plants like we were talking about with Aries. So maybe you're a Taurus Aries cusp. Maybe you have Taurus in your chart or Aries in your chart, Taurus. But Taurus feminine, Taurus feminine. Beautiful. We have the 10 of Pentacles for the Taurus feminine collective here. So you are definitely coming into some beautiful legacy. Oh, look at this beautiful generational wealth. These cards wanted to come out. I'm going to take just the top, the Crown of Cups at the bottom, the Knight of Swords now moved to the bottom, and the Three of Pentacles here. So you are definitely working on your strengths. You're working in a team, Taurus. Maybe you're learning how to work in a team, with a team. I'm also hearing understanding your weaknesses and delegating tasks for those who have the strength for those weaknesses. So that could be a business, if you're a business owner, or even just a project. So you're just saying, okay, I don't really like to do, you know, math. So I'm going to hire, you know, an accountant, or I don't like to, you know, leave my house if I don't have to. So I'm going to ask, you know, somebody to help me with my groceries, you know, whatever the case might be. But you're definitely like realizing and working together. And that's what you're communicating, which I love. I think that's beautiful energy. For you, Taurus feminine. Yeah, I think we actually relate to your greatness and not to your weaknesses. That was one of the T formations that came out for the collective. So relate to your greatness and not to your weaknesses, Taurus. So maybe this month you, again, are recognizing where you are not in your strong suit and communicating that with that Knight of Swords. And then again, being able to delegate. Like this Knight of Swords, like, I grant you, I dub you, my beloved accountant. Like, whatever. So something interesting to think about. The Taurus masculine, you're in your moon sign, so maybe you're Taurus moon, but you are definitely in your feels, and very emotional right now. Yeah, I wanted to come out emotional about an Empress that wanted to come out with that moon sign. So you are definitely tapping into your Empress intuition is what I'm hearing. The Empress is about receiving, attracting, nourishing, right? The creativity, creating, birthing. So even if you might be an very, very emotional Taurus masculine about a divine feminine. And that can be causing you to really tap into your intuition. Maybe this last moon cycle, new moon in Sag that we just had really opened up all these new feelings and emotions about a divine feminine in your life. Maybe it also brought up and activated all these creative ideas that you want to now nourish and birth into existence. You know, Taurus, maybe Taurus masculine, maybe you also have just found out that a divine feminine or feminine energy in your life is now pregnant. Maybe it's a feminine counterpart that you're with. If so, congratulations. But if that's not something that you are wanting to do, Taurus masculines, I would say be very careful this month if you are going to be enjoying, you know, all these intense, activated, lovey-dovey energies for the month of December. Just had to say that for someone. So really beautiful. 2 major arcanas for the Taurus masculine. The King of Swords. I keep wanting to pull it up reverse. The King of Swords. So there's some sort of decision that you're trying to make, Taurus collective. And what kind of decision are you trying to make? This final decision. Around, yeah, these are all messed up now somehow. Around the Queen of Cups reverse. So that goes back to that moon. It's a kind of the same of, yeah, 5 of Pentacles. So maybe you've been feeling casted out. Maybe you just ended a relationship, Taurus, with a feminine energy. Maybe it was that Queen of Cups. But I'm hearing the Queen of Cups reverse. You're healing from it. You're healing from this breakup. You're at the end of this grieving process, which again, the 5th stage of grief is acceptance. But you're coming out of this grief. And I'm hearing the Queen of Cups was actually not necessarily, I'm not getting the same vibe for the Empress, but I just split the deck on accident from Spirit and I saw the Wheel of Fortune. And so I'm hearing it wasn't your person. Whatever Queen of Cups energy that you just maybe ended things with, if this is pertaining to you, Taurus collective, this could be a connection with a mother, a friend. It doesn't have to be a woman either, because again, energy isn't gender specific, but the Queen of Cups is what I'm hearing is that feminine energy though. It could have been like maybe a mother casted you out, and I'm just giving scenarios that are coming through, so again, it may only be selective for like 1 person or 2 people, I have no idea, but maybe a mother casted you out because you did get pregnant, or maybe you made someone pregnant, or maybe that energy is coming through. Maybe there's a community in your family or within, I'm hearing maybe a feminine broke things off with you because they could sense a divine feminine, the Empress energy in your field. That'll be for some that I'm just pulling up as well. Maybe if it's not a relational kind of thing, you could be have gotten be getting some backlash and be getting some negative emotions, or maybe even gotten exiled from your community, from your mother, from your family, because of your creative endeavors that you are attracting and calling in. Or maybe it is, if it is a relationship thing, it's because of a divine Empress, divine feminine that you are really, really intuitively connected to, and that is causing some exile is what I was about to say. So definitely take that if it resonates, but whatever it is, Spirit is helping you get through this emotional upheaval maturely. Look at that. Okay, so we have the Emperor that wanted to come through at the top, the Lovers, the 10 of Cups that are trying to come through. I'm not going to take them all, but those are the cards that wanted to fall out. And then we have the 4 of Crystals, the Universe, and Strength. Okay, so there's that 4 of Pentacles I'm going to take because that was the top, and then we have the Universe. That's that soul. That's that world energy. Okay, so I'm hearing Spirit is helping you. Spirit wants you to be cautious, right? Really be cautious right now as you're moving into this new world, because the universe is with you. You may have some people that are really like disagreeing with, you know, if this is a love thing and you're feeling really like split down the middle is what I'm hearing with that moon card, as there's that split in between the towers. You know, maybe you're feeling so emotional about it because, you know, intuitively, you know, on a spiritual level, you are connected with this Empress, this divine feminine energy, that there's some women, exes, mothers, whatever, someone doesn't want you to pursue. So I'm hearing move with caution. Spirit is saying move with caution because the universe has your back, right? There's that Emperor energy that came through. So Spirit said, your divine counterpart, you are this divine counterpart. You are this Empress's divine counterpart. So whether you are the divine feminine tuning in as a Taurus, or you're tuning in for a Taurus, whatever the case is, you are the divine counterpart that Spirit wants you to know of this beautiful Empress Emperor energy. Okay, I really hope that helps. I'm gonna go ahead and move on. That was a little bit longer. Taurus, Gemini, we're gonna go ahead and move. Yes, that was really beautiful. I guess we're jumping down to about 10 minutes. It usually gets kind of 15 minutes at first, and then I'm like, ooh, we gotta go. So interesting that the collective tarot, the deck, got all jumbled up. So maybe the collective right now might be feeling really jumbled up right now. Since we are moving into the Gemini reading, maybe you are feeling mentally, since your Gemini is all about mental, you might be feeling mentally jumbled right now and very, very scrambled up is what I'm hearing. So let's see what the Gemini feminine energy is about. We have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck wanting to stay. So maybe you are also working on, again, your strengths. Ooh, your strengths. Ooh, with this Empress energy, we have a lot of beautiful Empress energy, Emperor energy. So this is some powerful awakening and activation for this very, very intense, beautiful, divine, sacred, feminine and masculine community that I'm pulling these energies for the conscious love frequencies. So Gemini, you might be also feeling like you're walking away from what is no longer serving you, divine feminine Gemini, so that you can step into the Empress divine feminine that you are, divine feminine Gemini. Okay, so you might be, this is the Beyonce archetype here, or I call it the archetype, but Beyonce character for the Empress. So maybe you are, you know, stepping into your Beyonce era, your goddess era. You know, maybe you feeling like Beyonce because you are wanting to be like a superstar as big as Beyonce, Gemini, and but you have to walk away from things that aren't serving you in order for you to be able to walk into that. Whether you are divine feminine listening right now, or you're listening in for divine feminine, just know that the feminine is rising. Okay, divine feminine is clearing and stepping into her truth, and Gemini masculine is really stepping into your destiny. I love this. Your calling. What is your calling that you're stepping into, Gemini masculine? What is your calling? The Four of Pentacles. You're stepping into your value, what you value most. And I'm hearing that you kind of had to release what you value most is very, very emotional for you. It might have even been something that you have really been emotionally tied to since you were a child. It could be some young love even, perhaps, but you're really holding close, and you're moving with caution of the things that you value here, Gemini masculine. And that is because you know it's your destiny with that Wheel of Fortune. You know it's your destined calling. All right, so let's see what the collective says. You have the Emperor in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So you are, I'm hearing there's that Emperor Empress, okay? So the collective Gemini, I'm hearing, is awakening from the distortion, the distorted. Look at this, I can't make it up. And then you have the Empress here trying to come through. Okay, so you are awakening from the distorted masculine, and then the Eight of Pentacles reverse under with the Chariot card that wanted to come through. There's that distorted masculine energy that is awakening. And that's because the Empress, the divine feminine, is being activated and is rising, and it's moving you up. It's accelerating you upward. You know, really beautiful. Look at this blue energy for the Chariot. So your throat chakra is being activated, expressing your truth. Okay, so really, really beautiful. That sun moon balance. So you're really tapping into the balancing of your shadows and lightness, and the feminine and masculine energy. And perhaps it's been stalled. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe you haven't been working. Maybe you haven't been working as hard. I'm hearing maybe you feel like you haven't been working as hard as you should, but what that stall was really just you walking away from what's not serving you, and really tuning into what you value. So I'm seeing 8, so you might be seeing that a lot. 888. Yeah, look at that. 8 of Cups again. So you are seeing 888. You are ending old cycles, beginning new cycles, Gemini. Really beautiful. Walking away. Spirit is helping you walk away from these things that are not serving you emotionally. These could be cups of poison. When the 8 of Cups wanted to stay out, these could be cups of, you know, maybe they've been, the 7 deadly sins is what I'm hearing, is like, you know, it could have been, you know, just cups of codependency, toxic poison, disempowering beliefs, toxic people, habits, jobs, whatever that was like emotionally draining for you. That's really, you know, you had to walk away from that so you can step into your Queen of Wands, so you can be confident in yourself. Step into your confidence. You're beautiful, sexy, delicious, empress, receptive. You are attracting the abundance and all that you highly value. You are attracting in this balance of feminine and masculine quality. Okay, you are helping the masculine energy, Gemini, raise its distorted feminine or distorted masculine vibrations, and bring it into that higher frequency of that sacred, delicious, divine masculine energy. So love that for you, gems. I hope that helps. Let's go into Cancer. Yeah, love that. So Cancer, feminine, sun, moon, or rising, or wherever your 4th house occurs, wherever Cancer falls in your house. Okay. So Cancer, feminines, we have the Crone of Cups here. So you are also, that's kind of your energy right there, the Crone of Cups. All the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but you're definitely awakening, thank you, and healing some emotional, coming into some emotional maturity of whatever it is that you had to complete. Okay, so the 10 of Swords here coming out is a surrender. You're surrendering. See, she's holding the rose here on her back, just saying, I surrender, I lay down and I let myself, I'm hearing, die to myself, die to my sin, die to my flesh, so that I can step into this brand new journey, this leap of faith. Really beautiful energy. Aries energy, you might have Aries in your chart as well. Love that Cancer feminine, so beautiful. Yes, taking that leap of faith. I'm hearing the 10 of Cups is, or the 10 of Swords. Interesting I say 10 of Cups, but this 10 of Swords, you are again, surrendering to the completion, surrendering to what has to end. But tens are also the new beginning, so you are at that 0 point, Cancer feminines, that fool's journey. Okay, people might be thinking you are a fool for falling in love, you are a fool for taking this leap of faith, you're a fool for, you know, walking away from this job or this relationship, but you're saying I trust. And Cancer masculines, you are also that King of Cups, which is the same equivalent of the Crone of Cups. So you're mirroring your feminine energy as well. Whether it's a divine counterpart or within yourself, the feminine energy that we all carry, yeah, wants to stay out. So you are maturing emotionally as well. Oops, I almost started shuffling again. Top of the deck I saw peek out was the Wheel of Fortune, and then we have the Temperance card here at the bottom of the deck. So lots of balancing. I love this, the alchemizing of the energies, of the feminine and masculine energies, clearing all of the gunk, all of the mess, right? Having to surrender and let all of that what is not your true self clear out, what is not your highest self, what is not your healthiest self, clearing out and tempering your I just heard your temper, tempering your energy, tempering your emotions, tempering all that you have been really working on, Cancer. Lots of beautiful water vibes, because you have been going through an ego death, and this month you are going to be, you know, coming into the final countdown of the ego death is what I'm hearing. Oh my gosh, Cancer, everyone is coming through right now. The Ten of Cups right here, the Three of Swords right here, the Wheel of Fortune. I can't take you all, but this is really beautiful. Thank you. The King of Cups, the Hermit. Yeah, lots of beautiful energy. Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Swords in reverse. So this is really beautiful energy, okay? You are coming into some really divine destiny here. Just trust. The Ace of Swords is in reverse, so maybe you're having a hard time trusting in your strengths right now. So I'm hearing with the Three of Pentacles, right? There's that relate to your greatness, not to your weaknesses. But I'm hearing right now you might be feeling like your weaknesses are taking over, and so I'm hearing with that Ace of Swords in reverse to call upon divine strength, right? When I am weak, then I am strong, Cancer, okay? So definitely take that into consideration, and remember that you are coming into your divinely fated destiny, okay, that was designed for you. So don't be afraid to take that leap of faith. Don't be afraid to let all these old habits die, and all these, you know, things that are that are not a part of who you truly are. Don't be afraid to just alchemize and raise your vibrations to a really emotional state. Give me 1 second, Cancer. I'm sorry I have to do this, but I had some some dinner that was heating up, and I think it's been on there too long, so I apologize. Gotta love live. Sorry. I just want to make sure I'm not burning them. I did. Okay. All right. Whew. Trying to multitask here. This is why. Maybe that's what I need to delegate. Maybe I need to tap into my Cancer rising and learn how to delegate my weaknesses of trying to cook and tea and tarot at the same time. Maybe I should just order out, order in, pre-cook, cook after, have somebody cook for me. Delegate that work, you know, who knows. But I'm hearing definitely don't, you know, let your strengths, let your weaknesses be someone else's strengths, you know. It's okay. We all have weaknesses and strengths. But I'm hearing the temperance for you, Cancer, is recognizing that you can still grow and build, even if you have these, you know, some areas that you could improve, or just things that are not your strong suit, and that's okay, right? You have the bottom of the deck that came out in reverse was the King of crystals. So again, maybe because of this fear of trusting in divine clarity or feeling unclear, perhaps even of where to go, because you are in that 0 point, in that void between the ending and the beginning. So you're just like, you know, as you are going through this alchemizing moment, you're just unclear. Yeah. So, but I'm hearing Spirit has the card that wants to come out is oppression, Cancer. So don't oppress your strengths, and also don't oppress yourself because of your weaknesses, is what I'm hearing. And this could be something that was ancestrally brought down, passed down to you. This could be something that this world, this society has, you know, embedded in you, that your weaknesses are, or, you know, are, you are, I'm hearing also false weaknesses, like what you think is your weakness because of what the society has told you is weakness is actually a strength, is what I'm hearing. So maybe you're very emotional with that, you know, King of Cups. Maybe you are very spontaneous with the Fool card here, and they might think that that's a weakness. They might have told you that it's a weakness, so you've oppressed those things. But really, those emotions, really those that spontaneity in you, kind of just like, I'm gonna go for it and I'll think about it, you know, I'm just trusting my intuition, I'm just gonna take that leap of faith. You know, people think that that's crazy or absurd or delusional, and you've been, and so then you believed that that was the truth. But the Six of Crystals, Spirit is saying that's gonna be balancing out, you know, that's gonna balance out. You know, the Six of Crystals is the minor arcana of this Justice card. So you are going to come into justice. There is going to be balance, an equal reciprocity, an equal give and receive of your strengths and your weaknesses, and what you so-called believe are your strengths and weaknesses, Cancer. So really beautiful. I hope that helps. Let's move on to Leo. 141. 20. So cool beans, we are getting through it. We have gone through Sagittarius, through Leo, or Sagittarius through Cancer, and then now we've got Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio next. So definitely check the timestamps after this if you have already, or you can rewind this reading if you are one of the signs that have already been read for. Thank you so much for being here with me. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you feel called. So Leo, we have the Four of Pentacles here for you, Divine Feminine Leo. So you are also kind of holding close, moving in caution, with caution of your values, really kind of reflecting on your values this month, what it is, because you have been carrying some burdens here. You've been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, is what I'm hearing, Leo Feminines. But you are at the end of this journey with the 10 of Wands, because you have been working hard on your bliss work, your artistic craft. Some of you might be artists, painters, whatever the case is. You have been really working on your craft, on your bliss, and it has been burdensome. I'm hearing the starving artist life for some, so maybe that is what some of you Leos are feeling right now. But I'm hearing your hard work will pay off. You will come into, you know, your great abundance, and just believe that. Keep working hard this month. 2025 is going to give you such a beautiful new abundance. A beautiful new abundance, because you have not given up on your work, on your journey, even when you feel like you were carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Maybe you're a parent, or a single parent or something like that, and you just have been feeling, or maybe you are responsible for a job for other people. Sorry, Spirit is not ready for me to move past the feminine energy here with this 10 of Wands. Maybe you have a job, maybe you have an you have a business and you employ others, or maybe you take care of parents, or something like that. Whatever the case is, you've been working really hard and Spirit has seen that and has not gone unnoticed. So Leo masculine, the Page of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, you yeah, you are very learning about some new passions, learning about your passions here. What are those passions you have? Thank you. The High Priestess just flipped out in reverse. So you've been learning about, you know, you've been tapping, I'm hearing curious. That's the word. Curious about this spiritual realm, about your spirituality, Leo masculines. But I'm hearing you're not quite there yet, because the Page is a student, right? The Page is someone that, you know, still needs a little bit more experience in the field that they're, you know, curious about. So you are curious about this inkling, this passion that is kind of within you that you've always been a little bit interested in, intrigued by, and that's that High Priestess reverse, you know, by that spiritual realm. But I'm hearing you're still a little bit pulled, reserved back, a little skeptical, not really sure what it has, you know, because of maybe some past experiences. Maybe also that High Priestess is also about looking at all of your relationships, how you can gain wisdom from even your past experiences. So maybe you've been just like kind of a little bit more secretive. Maybe you've been holding some secrets about these curiosities, these adventures that you want to go on, and but maybe because you're not really sure about it, you've been holding that in. That's just going to be for some. The Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck for the Leo masculine, you know, have some compassion on your journey, have compassion for yourself. You know, the High Priestess card is of radical acceptance. You know, you don't have anything, the High Priestess does not need to prove, you know, herself to anyone about her intimate relationship with Spirit, right, with divine. And so maybe that's what you have been kind of like reluctant to, because spirituality or practice religion has kind of can have that dogmatic standpoint of like, you have to show up like this, you have to do this, you have to be practicing this way, people have to see you at church in order to believe that you are, you know, a child of God, like whatever the case is. And I'm hearing that that's what has been turning you off. But I'm hearing it's okay to have compassion for yourself as you are nurturing this curiosity. And just remember that you don't have anything to prove. Nurture your past mistakes, nurture your emotions around everything, around perhaps maybe there was something that scarred you, Leo. I don't know. This might be for one person. Maybe there was something about the religion, a religion that really scarred you. So have compassion for yourself as you're healing, radical acceptance around around that journey, around that, and maybe that's something that you've always kept secret as well. So definitely just embrace, give yourself grace and compassion and radical acceptance as that light and shadow aspect about yourself is coming online. It's okay. It's okay. The Two of Swords in reverse are coming through. So walking by faith and not by sight. Maybe that's a hard thing for you to do right now. Making these decisions on how you want to move forward. You know. Thank you. Yeah, the Two of Swords in reverse wanted to stay out. So the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck reverse as well for the collective Leo. I'm hearing that it's been really hard for you to like decide and trust in your intuition, to trust in your faith. I'm gonna, excuse me. I tried to let you know that I was gonna sneeze, and it came through way too fast. But salud, amor, dinero. Okay, when you sneeze 3 times, that's what my Spanish teacher in high school used to tell us. Health, wealth, and happiness is what I'm hearing for you, Leo. All right, so that was a little shaman sneeze, okay, of health, wealth, and happiness. That maybe you have some Spanish culture in your background. Maybe again that Spanish culture can be really deep in Catholicism, so maybe that kind of rubs you the wrong way because there's a lot of like guilt and shame that can come through that. Maybe those are the heavy burdens that you've been carrying, Leo. I don't know. This is definitely a specific message for you, Leo. Never know what to expect for each of these signs. They're always so different, right? They always have their own different energy. But I'm hearing just like trust in your intuition, trust in your path, trust in divine. You know what to do. You know your strengths. Maybe you're having a hard time again trusting in counsel or advice from anyone because of those wounds. So just really give yourself grace. Yeah, there's some imbalance here of the Six of Crystals wanting to come in reverse. Maybe a lack of reciprocity. Okay, Two of Swords, the Queen of Swords here. So using some discernment, yeah. Three of Swords, lots of swords energy. That's that mental, maybe some communication, but some mind. I'm hearing mind limiting beliefs, mental disempowering beliefs. Maybe that has been something that made you feel really skeptical about this whole spiritual journey and awakening. But Spirit wants you to know that it's okay to have these skepticisms. It's okay to have these questions. Okay. The Queen of Swords is about using discernment, right? Understanding your mind and your heart and being able to balance them together. Because there has been some karmic pain that has come through. However, this may resonate for you. But there has been some heartbreak around this as well, and Spirit again wants you to just know that it's okay to be a little, to use some discernment. Make sure that whatever journey you decide to move on, whatever direction and path you decide to go down, that you are aligning your mind and your heart, not being overly rational, overly logical, because the mental can also have a lot of ego chatter. Whereas the heart also, if you don't want to be too strongly in your heart space where you're so emotional, you're moving with your emotions to the point where you are super extremely irrational, trust being able to listen and follow both of them together. Spirit is saying you will then be able to find your answers of what works for you and your relationship with the higher source, higher power, divine, creator, God, whatever you want to call it. Okay. It's not for anyone else to decide for you. So that was a very specific message, Leo. So if that resonates, definitely let me know. But yeah, definitely. So let's move into Virgo. Okay, I knew we were getting around. We're going to get to about that 2-hour mark. So thank you everyone who's rocking with me. If you are, appreciate it. Leo, or where are we? Virgo feminines, okay? Virgo feminines here. What is the month of December calling for you, Virgo feminines? 9 of Wands, all right? So lots of energy of kind of almost at this near end of completion, which makes sense of this final month of the year, but you've definitely gone through a lot. Did you see how that Two of Swords just flipped right over? So the Two of Swords, you are trying to walk by faith and not by sight because the battle has been so long and exhausting. You have been battered, you have been broken, you have been bruised, but you are still standing and you are trusting in your intuition. You see her, she's blindfolded. So Virgo feminines, you may be feeling like you are walking blindfolded in this world right now. You just don't even know. You have to literally go through use all your senses because you don't even know where you're going right now, but you just have to trust in your intuition because it is with you. It is with you, serving you, and it's going to lead you to that rainbow, right? It's going to lead you to the path of I'm hearing the path of least resistance. It's going to lead you to the path of your highest timeline. Just trust. So Virgo, masculine, the moon card's coming out at the bottom of the deck for you. So you might be feeling really emotionally, again, also very, very heightened in your intuition right now. What are you heightened? What's your intuition about? Oh, the moon card just moved in reverse as it fell out. So whatever it is that you are emotionally heightened, whatever it is that your intuition is really, really activating for you internally, is actually really weighing heavily on you. There's that Nine of Wands again energy. There's and the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So maybe you feel like you've been cheated or deceived. I just almost said defeated as well. So maybe you've been feeling defeated, perhaps, Virgo masculine. And it's putting you into I'm hearing a really low, dark, depressive state. So whatever you can do to, just take a break, move your body, give yourself some space from the circus, the chaos in your life. I'm hearing, that Five of Swords is also about, taking what's mine and leaving the rest behind, right? He's holding 5 swords, which is 5 of Swords is of boundaries. So I'm hearing whatever that is really causing this like really, really intense depression kind of energy right now this month. Spirit wants you, Virgo masculine, to just set some boundaries within your own self, maybe even boundaries of what you are listening to, what you're, oh, that just reconnected. So maybe you're, whatever you're disconnecting from, Spirit is kind of saying maybe unplug to recharge, right? Maybe you need to set some boundaries on a social media, on your phone, with people, just unplug, set some emotional, energetic boundaries is what I'm hearing. We have the Six of Wands here in reverse. So whatever you're feeling that you're going through right now, it feels definitely like, yeah, you're feeling really heavy and depressed on some failures that you're feeling. So this is very natural at the end of the year kind of energy, Virgo, especially Virgo, earth sign, perfections, perfectionist, like you want everything to be and have gone exactly as you planned, and maybe some things didn't, and you're feeling really hard on yourself and depressed about it. But I'm hearing like the Five of Swords here in reverse as well, coming out with the Six of Pentacles. The Five of Swords, yeah, what did we say? The Seven of Swords, he's holding the Five of Swords, right? He's setting boundaries. So I'm hearing you have, this year, maybe you're feeling really battered, broken, bruised because you're feeling really depressed because you have not been setting boundaries that intuitively you should have done. But you're going to find balance. The Six of Pentacles is that balance and reciprocity. Okay. It's that, give and receive. So keep practicing setting healthy boundaries. Keep trusting in your intuition, because you know what you know. You know what you need. And I'm also hearing you know what you know, and you don't know what you don't know, and you can't know what you know until you know it. Okay? Picking up what I'm putting down. All right, Virgo? Maya Angelou says, if you knew better, you do better. That's why Jesus was able to say, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. All right, so forgive yourself, for you know not what you do. Forgive yourself for the failures that you've had this year, for the things that you came up short on, the things that were not perfect for you, Virgo. You did not know better. You did the best that you could with the tools that you had, is what I'm hearing. Beautiful. Sending you light and love. Spirit wants to say that the Emperor here in reverse wants to come through. You are protected, even if you feel like you're not protected. You might be feeling like I'm not protected. Maybe there was a distorted masculine energy in your life, or maybe the distorted masculine energy in the collective has really messed with your head this year, you know? And that's why you're trying to set some healthy boundaries. Maybe there was, unfortunately, some really I'm hearing some really painful experiences with a distorted masculine. And if that's the case, I really am sending you love and light, and really encourage you to take a break, take some time to rest, take some time to reflect, take some time to heal, to trust your intuition, to, you know, seek balance, seek healing. The Queen of Wands, because you are going to be, Spirit is going to help you with finding your confidence again. Spirit is going to help you with finding who you are again. So look, we have the Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So perhaps there is that inner child healing I'm hearing that could be with a feminine mother, perhaps, or feminine energy around. It doesn't have to be a female, you know, but it could have been made, perhaps that inner child healing with a feminine energy around you. But I'm also hearing that as you do some inner child healing from what has been surfacing to you, for you this year and this month, to really, it's going to help you come into your and activate your Queen of Wands confidence, beautiful, strong, sexy, amazing, reclaiming your power back is what I'm hearing. Okay, really beautiful, Virgo. I hope that helped for you, and I'm sending you so much love and light on your journey. So let's go ahead into Libra, and then we have Scorpio, and then we are finito. Thank you so much for being here. Libra, I'm gonna take a tea break. Libra, you might be wanting some tea as well. Enjoy the journey wherever you're at. Now, I said that I sip on my tea, but today I actually didn't sip on any of my tea. Right now I'm sipping on the Choice Organics Live Foley is the little tea formation coming here. This is the white elder flower with a little honey. It's really good. I just didn't want to have my mate, my mango ginger yerba mate. If you have it after, you know, 4 o'clock, you're going to be up all night. And then my berry mint chamomile. You know, I don't want to fall asleep while I'm doing these readings, so I just needed something that was kind of a balance, not really so much of, that's my next endeavor, is to come up with a tea that is low caffeine, you know, kind of no caffeine, kind of neutral, so you can have it in the middle of the day if you don't want to teeter-totter on any particular side. All right, Libra. Let's go into this here for you. We have the Tower moment. The Tower coming into some awakening for the Libra feminines. There's some epiphanies that are happening, some things that are really shifting in your life this month. What kind of, you know, epiphanies and awakenings that are shifting for you, Libra feminines? Some emotional things that you're walking away from. Something that you're walking away from that's no longer emotionally serving you, Libra, is going to awaken in you perhaps a Tower moment of like feeling like things are kind of catastrophic, but what it's going to do is it's going to bring you into your fuller self. It's going to bring you into that emotional fulfillment, right? Because you can't get to the 9 of Cups until you walk away from the 8 of Cups. So what is that for you, Libra feminine? That's for you to decide what is not emotionally serving you. Is it people? Is it connections? Is it, you know, emotional baggage is what I'm hearing. Is it a job? Is it a habit, an addiction, codependency, whatever that is? That's going to feel like everything's going to kind of fall apart, because maybe some people won't like that. Maybe you'll have some fights. Hopefully not. That's not the case, but it might feel like it's just very, very intense because you are choosing to walk away from what is not in alignment with your soul purpose anymore, is what I'm hearing. So Libra, masculine, definitely the same kind of energy. You might be feeling like you're, again, when you walk away from what is no longer, so maybe there's a feminine that is walking away from you, Libra masculine, and that makes you feel left out. Yeah, this Five of Pentacles wants to stay out. Maybe you feel casted out. Maybe you feel like casted out of a community because you're standing up for what you know is right, even if you are standing up alone, standing in your no for your yes. And you have all these, you know, again, naysayers, the Tower at the top of the deck I just saw for you, Libra. So you're definitely mirroring the feminine here. So the Queen of Swords just slid right on out before with that first shuffle here of the collective. So Queen of Swords, be discerning. Use your discernment over your mind and your heart space right now, setting those strong boundaries. The Six of Wands here at the bottom of the deck wants to show up reverse. So use discernment over what you might feel is a failure. You know, I'm hearing balance your mind and your heart so that you can learn from your failures, is what I'm hearing. Which, Libra, you are the balance, right? You are the Justice card. So balancing your mind and your heart from these what feels like failures is what I'm hearing, because of that Five of Pentacles, the Tower, the Eight of Cups. Like, it might feel like a failure because you're walking away from so much, or things are being doors are being closed on you. Either doors are closing on you, or you're walking out, stepping down from jobs, ending relationships. Maybe people are breaking up with you or firing you, or it's your choice. Maybe it's both. But it's not a failure, is what I'm hearing. So just remember that your mind and your heart are working together. Let your mind and heart work together while you're setting these healthy boundaries. You have Isis, Goddess Isis, on your side to protect you during all of the hardship that you're going through right now, okay? The Page of Wands wants to come through. Look at that, the Tower card for the third time in a whole different deck, a third different deck. So this is definitely very prevalent right now for Libra. If you haven't already been experiencing some Tower moments, some big awakenings, some big ahas, epiphanies, catastrophes that it feels, you may be going into that. You may be feeling that this month. And so just, I'm hearing prepare for the best. It's interesting that I decided I wanted to like fix my little crown thing. So my little, my little halo. So maybe you need to fix your tiara. Maybe you need to do some crown chakra healing right now for this month of December, so that you can stay, again, balanced, so that you can find joy in this journey, on this adventure, even if there are some big movements and shifts that the end of this year is going to have for you. And this is not to scare you, Libra. This is to empower you to remember that you are the Queen of Swords, okay? You are the Page of Wands. Your curiosity, let your curiosity, your passion, your innocent passion and curiosity for life to not be destroyed by all of the circumstantial things that might be shifting around you, is what I'm hearing, okay? So have that like vibrancy. You know how a toddler, when they're learning how to walk and they're wobbling around, they fall down, they're like, well, let's try again. And so they don't realize that like all that they fell down. They're just like, let's just get back up and try again. I'm just, so I'm hearing that. Alicia Keys, or not Alicia Keys. Interesting, I said that. I'm hearing Aaliyah. If you don't succeed, if you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again. Okay, Libra, so I'm hearing that for you. Maybe you also love Alicia Keys, and there's some things about Alicia Keys that you, you know, that might inspire you as well. So just some things to think about. All right, beautiful Libras. I'm going to move into Scorpio, our final sign of the night. All right, Scorpio feminine. As I was, hold on, I'm going to sneeze, I think. I don't know if a third one's coming. Just two. All right, some shamanic sneezes for you, Scorpio here. I'm hearing salud, amor, right? Health, love, okay? And so maybe that's something that you're wishing for, because actually the star card slid out in reverse as I was shuffling. So Scorpio, you might be wishing for, you know, health, maybe your health or a loved one's health. You may be wishing for love for yourself or for a loved one. Something that is, you know, a really important wish. That I'm hearing that you're feeling a little bit fearful or doubtful is for you. So it's interesting, you know. Okay, let me just say this. I'm going to say this. The Hermit card here at the bottom of the deck is showing that the Hermit is about really going into the depths of what you are experiencing, of your emotions, of your journey, of your mind, heart, you know. So maybe what it is that you're feeling doubtful, the wishes that you're feeling hopeless around, maybe you need to go within. I'm hearing the hopeless romantic kind of energy. Maybe you feel truly like hopeless around romance, Scorpio feminine, perhaps. And that's why the Hermit is saying go within, you know, really, really embrace the why you're feeling hopeless about it, about romance or about your health. And that way you can shine light, right? The Hermit is also about shining light on the darkness, in the darkness, even if you can only see one, you know, foot radius around you. There's some silver lining in whatever it is that you went through that made you feel a bit hopeless, is what might be pertaining for some of you Scorpio feminines here, okay? I hope that makes sense. Yeah, because they're both like in the night sky, right? And they're both kind of seeking, whereas the star card here, she's kind of seeking outward, like she's seeking above, seeking out and up into something that is bigger than her, right? And the Hermit goes in, kind of reflecting with the mirrors around. I just saw 2:12 here on the clock. So, you know, you know, maybe there's that mirroring of the 2:12. So you might be feeling, again, doing some mirror work, reflecting on yourself, maybe reflecting back some energy that is being mirrored back to you from people, places, things. I'm hearing counterparts. Maybe something, again, that maybe you felt hopeless in because of some things that didn't work out as perfectly as planned or as hoped, right? As hoped. But don't lose faith. Go within. Find the silver lining. Take one step at a time. No need to rush, right? It's like learning to fly or falling in love. It's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. So can we find the reasons why? Take one step at a time. Okay, so that song, those lyrics might help you with this moment that you're going through, if this is pertaining to you. So we have the Scorpio masculine. We have the Judgment card here. So you're really reflecting on kind of that end of life, like when Judgment Day comes, like who do I want to leave this earth as, right? So maybe you're going through some big transformation right now. Yeah, you're clearing out toxic people and things and places that are just no longer serving you, setting boundaries with people right now, and trying to choose wisely this month. I'm hearing there's a lot of temptations in the month of December around wanting to, spend a lot of money that you may not have right now, Scorpio masculine, or wanting to be around loved ones or feel in this sense of community to a fault right now that might take you out of being able to just be with yourself, the hustle and bustle of this holiday season. So I'm hearing just make the right choice. You're trying to make the right choice, Scorpio masculine. So just, really, really set those boundaries. If you need to have a spending budget for Christmas gifts, or get creative on how you, give gifts to people, or if you, really need to reflect on why you want to connect with other people, and just allow yourself again to go within yourself right now as well. Give yourself that time to rest. It doesn't have to, you don't have to spend every single waking moment with loved ones just because it's the holiday season. So we have the Page of Swords for the Scorpio collective here. The Page of Swords reverse. So maybe you're watching, maybe you are wanting to spend, wow, that just shot out. The Star card, the Tower, the Moon, Six of Wands, the Devil here. So maybe you're wanting to spend time, and I'm hearing maybe you're obsessively watching someone that is causing you to kind of get a little bit hyper vigilant, hyper fixated is what I'm hearing, perhaps, and that might be something that you need to cut out. Maybe again, that the Seven of Cups is also a little bit about that seven deadly sins as well. So what are you fixating on? What do you need to release? Maybe you're watching someone else, or someone else, Scorpio, might be watching you, and be fixated on you. Scorpio is the fixed water sign, so whatever emotionally you might be really like tuned in to right now. The Moon card, yeah, here at the bottom of the deck. So you might be feeling really, really emotional right now because your intuition is coming to a surface of wanting to, I'm hearing have all these things, do all these things, be all these things. But with that feminine energy over here with that Star reverse and the Hermit, it's like just let yourself calm down. Maybe that you're fixated on an ex because of that, like, what we were chatting about with the feminine energy there. But what I'm hearing though is if you allow yourself, maybe you're Scorpio Moon, if you allow yourself to set those healthy boundaries, choose wisely in all these distractions and tugs of your attention this month. Follow your intuition. Let your emotions guide you, but on a intuitive level. Because that will bring you Six of Wands. That will bring you victory. That's what will bring you victory and success, Scorpio. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Maybe there was some activation in the Scorpio full moon. New moon. Maybe also the full moon in Scorpio. But we did also just have the new moon in Sagittarius a couple days ago as well. So maybe that has been what has been activating this feeling of doubt in where to go, what to choose, what path to take, who you got to cancel out. But it's going to be victorious in the end. I know Spirit says Nine of Wands. I know you've been going through it, Scorpio, but it's going to be okay. You are the High Priestess, really beautiful. You are balancing the Two of Crystals. You are balancing your light and shadow right now. That's why you're being told to go in with the Hermit mode and find the silver lining, find the light in all this darkness. You will come into a victory of success, because you are tapping into your spiritual connection, your spiritual strength, your spiritual royalty. You are finding radical acceptance in all of your challenges and experiences and heartaches and victories. Again, relate to your greatness, not your weakness. You know, the High Priestess is about being able to tune in to the light and the shadow aspect, and also the feminine masculine energy, you know. So I just burped a little bit, which means releasing fear, kind of that shamanic burp, right? I've been sneezing, burping, ears ringing. This has been a powerful and just really a lot of energy coming through me for channeling for you collective. But this has been really beautiful, Scorpio. I hope this message helped you. Stay balanced, stay in harmony. You are definitely, Spirit says, I know who you are. I know who you are. Do not have doubt. Don't ever doubt who you are, beautiful High Priestess. Have radical acceptance for yourself and trust in your spiritual growth and awakening that you're coming through this month, okay? So, whew, that was gorgeous. I love that. We are at 2 hours and 19 minutes. Oh, that's a long reading, you guys. But I hope that this really helped you. I hope that this gave you a sense of, just insight and confirmation and hopefully encouragement too. I know that there were some heavy readings here, like Aquarius. Remember, since we're all in the, Pluto Aquarius for the collective, some of that energy we might all be feeling. Got some banging kind of in my neighbor's area. So, you might be feeling like there's just like a lot of noise and thuds and sound that around you this month, and that's because we're in that final hustle and bustle holiday season, end of the year. We feel like we have to check all the boxes off from our New Year's resolutions, and we feel that grief because of this year passing, regardless of what, how great or how challenging this year has been, or all of the above and in between. There is still grief that comes from loss. There is still technically a loss when you are at the end of a year, because and it is not there anymore. So give yourself grace for this month. Give yourself so much compassion, and also move in gratitude for how far you have come, my beautiful beloveds. You really have come so far. I'm not feeling called to do any of the oracles, so I'm going to leave it at this tarot reading for all of you. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you absolutely can do so. My Tea and Tarot soul sessions are wonderful, and you receive a 1 ounce loose leaf handcrafted tea from my FemRems apothecary. So you can email me at femrems811@gmail.com. My information's in the description box below. Also, feel free to follow me on my social media on TikTok or Instagram, Princess Leah 888, and feel free to hit that notification bell and join my soul tribe. Subscribe to my channel, Princess Leah 888, as we're healing the heart of a woman and the soul of mankind through conscious love. And until next time, my beautiful beloveds, the light within me honors, values, appreciates, and just absolutely adores. And 222 just hit the clock for you souls. We are coming into this most beautiful alignment this month and this new year. Thank you so much for every single person who has supported me and on my journey on this new YouTube channel this year. You have been such a beautiful light and blessing, and I'm just so grateful for you for just tuning in to these high frequencies of divine conscious love. Peace and love until I see you again. Namaste. Bye.